Good morning. I am Joshua Empadilla. In the era of rapid technological advancements and digital connectivity, access to information has never been more convenient. Nowadays, people can access information instantly through the internet with the use of their mobile devices and computers. In the Philippines, over 70% of the total population has access to internet, and over 20 million of these people are students. The internet and social media platforms provide a wealth of knowledge and resources that can enhance learning and foster creativity. However, this digital age has also introduced a new challenge in our society: the rampant spread of misinformation. Misinformation is defined as false or misleading information presented as factual and possess a significant challenge on students' ability to distinguish between reliable source and deceptive content. The consequences of misinformation is far-reaching and profound, especially to young minds still developing critical thinking skills. Misinformed students may unknowingly adopt false beliefs, make flawed decisions, and encounter difficulties in their academic pursuits. Furthermore, the presence of misinformation in digital platforms can erode trust in institutions and hinder the formation of informed and engaged citizenry. Significance of the study. Students, teachers, and parents are the major beneficiaries of our study. Through our study, students can gain awareness on the different types of misinformation that they might be able to encounter, and the ways on how to evaluate the credibility of information that they encounter online. Second are teachers. Teachers can learn the different types of misinformation that are commonly encountered by their students, and they might be able to help them on how to evaluate information that they are encountering online. For parents, they can provide proper guidance and limitations for their children in using the internet. Statements of the problem. Number one: what are the most common types of misinformation that students encounter? Number two: how do students evaluate the information that they encounter online? Number three: what are the consequences of misinformation for students' academic pursuits?
So, welcome for the findings of SOP1. So, for this SOP1, we will be exploring the most common type of misinformation. We have two: the misleading content or false context of connection. Ito yung mga pagmamanipulate ng numbers or figures to support biased narratives or agendas. Like, kunyari, for example, may political may political na may political figure na nagdi-discuss or nagdi-deliver ng speech about complex policy issues, and then may natanggal na snippet dun. May natanggal na snippet dun, or may hindi na isama na snippet, or may naidagdag. So, ang kinalabasan nito is like he's promoting a controversial and extreme stances. Yun. Like parang iba yung kinalabasan dahil may natanggal lang na part or hindi na isama na part. And for manipulated content, ito yung media or information that has been altered or modified and edited in a way that may mispresent a reality or create a false impression. For example ulit, di ba uso na ngayon yung mga AI? Like, as a girl, and then magpipicture ka. And then this AI can turn you into a guy. Or, kunyari, may sumasayaw na girl or guy body. Pwede niyang i-insert or ilagay yung mukha mo dun sa body na yun. So, paano natin makakombat ito? I encourage digital literacy and media literacy education to help individuals critically evaluate information. And let's promote fact-checking information, and let's be reliant sa mga reputable sources or mga pinagkakatiwalaan na sources para ma-verify yung mga tinatanggap nating information bago natin i-share.
I am Mark Lester Vargas. I will discuss the findings for SOP2. We are able to come up with 2 answers based on our online survey. First is validate the source. Research the background and reputation of the source or organization providing the information. It is to ensure the accuracy of the information. If the source is not reliable, the information may be inaccurate or biased. Next is cross-referencing, comparing or verifying information from multiple sources to ensure accuracy, consistency, and reliability. It can help you to validate the source of information and to identify any potential errors or inconsistencies. Cross-referencing is the process of checking one source of information against another to see if they agree. This can be done by comparing the same information from different sources or by comparing different sources of information on the same topic. Cross-referencing can help you to get a more complete picture of the topic you are researching by providing you with different perspectives and viewpoints.
Hello everyone, I'm Lee Robin Estonilo Padilla, and I will be discussing the answers on our SOP3. We have 2 answers, and these answers is the 2 mostly consequences that experience of the students caused by misinformation. The first is the misconception and false beliefs, and the second one is diminished factual knowledge. First, I will discuss the first one, misconception and false beliefs. It is referring to the ideas, beliefs, or understandings that are not based on accurate or reliable information. So, ano nga ba ang misconception? It is a view or an opinion that is incorrect because it is based on faulty thinking or understanding, while false beliefs is a mental proposition that is asserted with high confidence but lacks a basis in reality. For example, Theo can't answer the questions that are given to him because he doesn't understand them. So the possible reason for this is that binigyan siya ng mga information ng mga kaibigan niya na mali or nakabase lang sa mga naiisip nila. And kaya naman naniwala si Theo is that the way ng pagkakasabi nila is talagang parang makatotohanan makakatotohanan. Yung mataas yung confidence, ganun. And second one is diminished factual knowledge, where it states that it perpetuates false beliefs, enforces biases, and hinders critical thinking, resulting in an erosion of or accurate understanding and decision making. So, it consists of 2 words, diminish and factual knowledge. So, what is diminish? It states that to make or cause to seem smaller or less and less important, while factual knowledge are referring to terms, facts, and detailed information that must be learned to understand a subject or solve a problem. So if you combine them, it will state that you have learned less information so you can understand the subject matter. For example, when the class don't know how to solve the derivative with respect to time that their teacher gave them to them for their seat work. Like, alam mo yung first and second step, pero di mo na alam yung susunod. Yung, kunwari, yung binigay sa inyo is y equals ln square root of n. Alam mo na magiging dt dy yung y at yung ln square root of n ay magiging 1 over square root of n. Pero di mo na alam kung paano nakukuha yung sagot. Hindi mo na kasi alam kasi yung nasa isip mo lang is that yun lang yung alam mo eh. Hindi mo na alam yung susunod kasi konti lang yung pumasok sa isip mo. So, that's all. Thank you. Next.
Hello, good evening everyone. I am Johnson Camarag and I'm here to explain our conclusion in this research. But before we begin, let me first explain the method we used to gather data since it was not mentioned in our PowerPoint. So, in gathering data, we used online survey questionnaire, and the researchers distributed these questionnaires among students. Luckily, out of all of the students whom we sent this, 20 students actively participated. And the goal of that online survey questionnaire is to answer our SOP. To conclude, misinformation has a very big impact on students' emotional and academic performance. To avoid exposure to this, information's credibility and accuracy should be verified first. Researches should be lifted from trusted websites and should always have cross-referencing. Misinformation poses a significant risk among students as it causes them to believe in harmful informations. Yes, harmful informations. Para magbigay ako ng example dyan, yung mga napapanood natin palagi sa mga online platforms na palagi nating ginagamit, yung mga videos na yun, mga informations, basta mga informations, mga yun, di natin alam pag totoo ba yun o hindi. Kaya, yun, ganun. We are constantly bombarded with a lot of informations from various sources, whether it's online or offline. But this makes it difficult for students to differentiate between fact and fiction. Yun. Overall, we cannot avoid misinformation, but we can come up for a way to counter it.
So, hi there guys. Good evening and good evening, ma'am. So, I am Caster Lumasi and I'm first year civil engineering student, and we are here to present our work entitled Misinformation Threat to Students. We're supposed to present this in front of you all, but unexpected things happen, so we're not able to make it. So, I'm going to explain my part, the recommendations. But before I start, guys, I just want to clear things out, and I just want to clarify something. Allow me to speak in Filipino. Not just I'll speak in Filipino fluently or continuously, but just a part of it to explain my side better and more clearer. So, that's it, guys. Let us first start with the recommendations for the students. So, based on my intellectual capacity and my vast knowledge and skill to this, tactically and tentatively, right from the start of times, especially in light of ecclesiastical evolution, and come to a concrete, definite, and profound conclusion that I actually have nothing to say. So, kidding aside, guys, I hope I banged you, because as Ma'am Gina stated to the previous meeting that you should bang them in the introduction, so I just hope I banged you guys. So, kidding aside, guys, let's start for the students. So, it is recommended that students should embrace blended approach to research by utilizing both books and the internet, because as we all know, guys, di ba, na sometimes internet is full of misinformation. So, it is way better that they're not just going to rely on the internet, but both the books and the internet is way better. And for educators, let's move on for the educators. So for the educators like Ma'am, they should foster a culture of open discussion in the classroom, encouraging the students to question the information they encounter online. So, 'di ba? Mas magiging, it's way better that yung teacher na mismo yung mag-lead sa atin ng ganun para mapakita sa atin na sometimes internet is not enough to prove about things, and no, it's way better that we do books and we do reading books, and also we're going to get information from the internet. And now for policy makers, they should implement comprehensive literary programs in schools, to educate students from misinformation and fact checking. So isang way din 'yan, guys, para at least maiwasan yung pagkuha ng misinformations sa internet. So policymakers should educate. Should implement that kind of rule or policy. And lastly, guys, is for the parents. Parents should be always active to their children's online activities, because, di ba? For them, para for them to guide their children about for better critical thinking. Kasi, guys, di ba? Ang dami-daming tawag dito. Yung ibang anak kasi, or kaming mga anak, is minsan naka-hide yung parents namin about sa online activities namin para hindi nila makita, but that's not good pala.